Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Becky and I am here with the right side page from the Yesterday and Today collection by Close to My Heart. And yeah, here we're going to be going ahead and doing the right side of this project number 3. I am starting out with coloring those flowers. If you remember in the previous video, we sprayed them with water and crinkled them up, or I put them in my hand and just kind of crunched them into balls, and then it said in the directions to lay them flat and let them dry. So at this point they are dry, and I'm just taking some of that toffee ink with a sponge. Both of those are close to my heart, and I am just sponging these circular bits. They are going to serve as the flowers. We're going to layer them up on top of each other and they will serve as flowers. Now I do have one that has 3 layers on this particular side of the page. I'm going to have one with 3 layers, and I'm going to have one with, I'm going to have 2 with just 2 layers. I am going to be using some of these Zots. They're not the mini bling Zots. I think they might be. Oh, actually, look, I still have this box out. They doesn't have a size. So yeah, no, there's small petite ones. And they're actually kind of big for being small petite ones, but yeah, that is what I'm using to put these down. Just because it gives it a little bit of lift. I am going to put these circular bits on the centers of these, and that is because the directions say to do that. Now we're going to go ahead and start working on the page, I do believe. Now, my espresso ink by Close to My Heart is still MIA, so I am using the Tim Holtz Distress ink in Vintage Photo just to kind of sponge the edges or ink the edges of this one paper right here. We're going to go ahead and put it down. Now, like I said, I am following the directions mostly on this layout. When I did the left-hand side, this collection has got quite a bit of wood veneer in it. And on some of them, it says you can ink them or, do whatever you want. Well, when I did the the left-hand side of it, I left all the wood veneer naked. But this particular side, it has, I don't know, I just didn't like the way it looked naked. I have several wood veneer photo corners on here, and it didn't please me very much. So I do end up inking them with toffee. That means I have to go back to the left hand side and ink those wood veneers in toffee as well. Now, when I put down all these little photo mats, photo placements right here, I am going to be using some removable adhesive for that. That yellow adhesive you see over on the right-hand side of the screen, it's just barely sticking in right there. That is removable adhesive, and that's what I'm going to use for the photo frames, just so they don't move, or just not so they don't move, so they can be pulled up and replaced with real photos, right? So here I am just laying all the bits out like they appear to be in the photo they show. Because what they'll say is when you get the Close to My Heart Workshops Your Way kit, it'll tell you how to cut the papers and then how to lay them down. And it'll even give you measurements of like how far over do you need the paper to go from the left or right or whatever. And also, it'll do that with the photos, but then it says, and embellish as shown. So you kind of have to look at the picture to see how they embellished it. And you don't have to do it exactly the same. You don't even have to do anything the same. You could just get the kit and, run with it. But I do like to keep it pretty close to how it is when I do mine, just so that y'all can get a feel of how it is and how simple the directions are. But like I said, with the whole embellishing part, it does say, embellish as shown. So I just kind of try to pick out the pieces that it appears is in the photo. And I do miss things from time to time, and I do use extra bits from time to time as well. So here I do have everything laid down, and here's where I'm going back over some bits and adding a little bit of the toffee ink to the edges of all my pieces. I am gonna here shortly. Now you can see on this photo frame there is those green embellishments on the oval photo frame. In the photo on the other side, it had those as well, and there was these wood veneers that were supposed to be on either side. Well, when I did the first side of this particular layout, I was like, no, I'm not going to use those. I didn't really like the way they looked. But on this one, I don't know why. I kind of did like them after I sponged them with that toffee ink, so I do end up using them on this side. See, there I was sponging it just a little bit with the toffee ink. Now, with the stickers, I am going to sponge those as well, and that is because they have like a white sticker border around them, and I was going back and forth like, should I sponge them with a toffee or should I just like fussy cut the sticker out, because I did not like that white around the sticker with all the distressed look of this page. Well, obviously, the inking of those stickers is so much more simple than having to fussy cut all of them out. So that is the route I took, because I am a lazy scrapper big time. Now this piece right here is a journaling spot, so I did not use removable adhesive for that because it can stay put right where it is. Now that frame that's around that journaling spot, I don't know. It didn't really fit it very well, so I did put a little bit of a border around that journaling spot with some of the French vanilla cardstock, just so it could actually fit on there a little bit. I'm not sure if that's where that frame was supposed to go or not. In the photo that I was referring to lay out the embellishment pieces the way that it showed on the picture, it showed kind of a frame piece in the bottom left-hand side around that area where those keys are, but I didn't have an extra one, so I must have lost it, which is very, very, very possible for me, or maybe it just didn't come in the kit. I'm probably lost it, to be quite honest with you guys. Here I am going to go ahead and build this cluster up. It did call for one of these star stickers and then also a little leaf die cut. And this pulls in a little bit of the green. The green, the light green that is in this collection, it reminds me of the julep ink, which is actually the color of the year this year at Close to My Heart. So I could have possibly pulled in a few more green pieces to make it look like more modern. I think that it would have looked more modern to me anyways, with a little bit more of that julep light green color in it. But I didn't do that. I just went ahead and stuck to the original. But I'm just saying you could do something like that to make the feel of this be much different. Now here are these really cool wood veneer photo corners. I do use them up at the top of the journaling spot. I'm also going to use it at the bottom of one of the photo frames. We also have this little tab or tag type flourishy bit that goes up at the top. It says remember this. Right here is where I'm going to go ahead and commit to these wood veneer photo pieces. Now you can see the adhesive I'm using is that art glitter glue. Close to My Heart does not sell the art glitter glue, but that is my preferred liquid adhesive. I wish they would sell it, but I don't foresee that happening like ever. And in fact, I'm not even sure if they sell any liquid glue. Surely they do. Oh yeah, they do. They sell Tombow Mono Aqua and then Tombow Mono that is the white with the green lid. They sell those two kinds of adhesive. And I do like the Aqua. I use that quite a bit when I'm layering up die cuts to make them thicker, like a chipboard piece. And you guys might have done that before, or maybe punches. You can punch out a shape several times and layer it up and it's thicker. Yeah, that's what I use my aqua glue for. Here I'm going to go ahead and ink the top of these other two wood veneer bits. This is what I was talking about earlier. I think in the other one I just kind of skipped it. And you know what? As a matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about it, it might not have been this same project. It might have been project number 1 where I skipped it. And I think I put pearls down instead. Right here, I go ahead and put some pearls on top of all these flowers, and then I'm going to scatter them about. Now, this is project number 3. I skipped project number 2, and I don't know if I'm going to do a video for project number 2. I haven't made them as of yet. I'm very, very intimidated by the spirally flowers that are in project number 2. I did play with one of them and it did not work out so good, so I don't know. We'll see if I end up making it or not. But here I'm only 2 projects in and I have overused the pearls so much that there is actually not enough to go around for the other project I need to do. Here I'm showing you the left and right hand side of the page. I really do enjoy how this comes out, how this came out. I cannot wait to get my hands on some photos to put on this page. I think it is going to be fabulous. Underneath that title block, this is I am, because they were that whole space for journaling. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.